part 7. This is part 7 of this video. We have come to the end of the lecture. Prevention, that's what this part 7 is talking about. Can abusive marriage or abusive relationship be prevented? Yes. It is human beings that become abusive. And human beings are not just maybe they drop from heaven. No. Human beings started from somewhere. So there are 5 ways, 5 levels that we can prevent abuse. The first one is to even make sure that the risk factor, all these causes I've mentioned, that they don't even exist in the first place. And level 2, if they are already existing, is to prevent the human being from getting involved with them. That's number 2. Then number 3, if they have already got involved, if they are already doing the violence, the best thing is for us to be consciously screening for it, discover it quickly, realize it quickly, and kill it when it is still early. Then number 4, when it has happened already, then we need to take care of all the complications arising from it so that it doesn't transmit to the next generation. And then the last level, which is the 5th one, is for the abuse. Once you have got over the abuse and you are good, is for you to continue to maintain it that way and make sure you don't relapse to go back into issue of abuse. Now, all these 5 levels of prevention I've mentioned, how in reality, what am I talking about? What I'm talking about is we need a good health system where a child can be born. The child will not have a head injury at birth. He will cry immediately after birth, because these are all the factors I mentioned earlier that can lead to somebody becoming abusive or aggressive when he grows up. Then child abuse, adolescent abuse, all these things. A country should frown at it, make sure it doesn't exist, stiffer penalty against it. Well, because it is the child of today that is abused that will become an abuser tomorrow. The one that will become victim tomorrow. If you can take care of them, if those child abuse and adolescent abuse doesn't exist, then the adult that will become abusive will not exist too, because they will grow up normal and fine. Then we need to create awareness, serious awareness against abuse in any form, sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, all the form of abuse. We need to go against it and create awareness massively. A lot of people are abusing their partner or abusive, and they don't even know that they're an abuser. Is that bad? They just think it's a normal thing. So we need to create awareness and lecture people and educate people on what abuse is, all the different forms of abuse I've mentioned, the 12 of them. We need to tell people child marriage, forced marriage, all these are forms of abuse. Controlling behavior in a partner, they are all forms of abuse. All this the population must be well educated. Apart from this, all the vices that lead to abuse, like unemployment, poverty, harsh economic situation, stress of life, all these things, we need to work against them. Empowerment of women, the issue of a woman sitting down at home doing nothing so that I can be dependent on the man to collect money before he can eat, all this should be eradicated. We should try as much as possible to see what we can do, that all the things that make the country not to be doing well, if they are eradicated automatically, some people will just get well from abuse. Some is because they don't have money, they are poor. Some is because of stress. Some because they don't know what to eat. An hungry man is an angry man. As in, a wife that doesn't have even the means of taking care of herself can easily lash out on the husband. So there are so many factors that cause abuse. If you can work towards all this and make sure that all these causes are eradicated in the country, I can assure you, even the spiritual angle should be encouraged. More spirituality brings, the more spiritual people are, the less they abuse. Research has shown all this. Let's encourage spirituality of people, be more committed to God. All this go a long way to really help in eradicating all the causes of abuse. And intergenerational cycle of abuse will also be broken. The children will not carry it to their own generation and continue the abuse if all these are eradicated. Thank you for coming for the seminar. God bless.